Clever Mirchu. Woodcutter and his wife lived in a village. They had 7 children, all of them boys. The woodcutter and his wife were so poor that at times they did not know where to get money to buy food for their children. The children were growing so fast that they always felt hungry. The youngest son, however, was the one who caused his parents the utmost anxiety. It is true that he did not eat much, but this was because he was so small. Indeed, when he was born, he was only the size of a pepper. And that was why he was named Mirchu. Once it so happened that there was no rain for months on end. A great famine spread across the land, and the woodcutter soon had nothing to give to his family. All the savings were gone and there was nothing left to eat. "We can no longer feed our children," the woodcutter told his wife one night as they sat beside the empty hearth. "Whenever the boys get up in the morning for their breakfast, there is nothing for them to eat. My dear, there is only one thing that we can do. We must take them into the forest and leave them there. Maybe some rich man finds them and takes them home. I am sure that he'll take better care of them." The poor wife cried and cried. She was so full of sorrow to hear this. But, at last, as the night wore on, she agreed to her husband's plan. After all, she could not see her children die of hunger. She thought and thought, but no other plan came to her mind. She wished she had only 3 children instead of 7. They could have been fed well and brought up nicely. As the woodcutter and his wife argued, they raised their voices. The little Mirchu heard every bit of what they said. Unlike his brothers, he was not asleep. For a long time he lay thinking what would be the best thing to do. As soon as it was twilight, he got up quickly and crept out of the cottage and off he ran to the forest. He filled his pockets there with small white stones. Then he ran back to the house and was in bed again, all quiet and pretending to be fast asleep when his mother called him. "Follow the trail of the white stones. Father isn't going to come." Mirchu's brothers, however, doubted what he said. At this he repeated what their father had said the night before and told them how he had filled his pockets with stones and dropped them one by one on the way. So Mirchu led his brothers through the deep forest and along the winding paths until they reached the cottage.